purified. That is the position of the Acharya. It is considered that anyone who sees Guru as a normal person, Guru Shu Naramati, Yasya Va Narakisa, that person resides eternally in hell. There is a beautiful verse in Padma Purana which says that Arche Vishnu Shiladi Guru Shu Naramati. Arche Vishnu Shiladi. Vishnu Shila which we have, we can see that it is made up of a particular element. It's made up of wood or brass or gold or copper or silver, like that. But there is no distinction between the deity which we see and the actual deity in the spiritual world. There is a representation of the pure Lord in the deity form. But we have brought them to the level that we put it in a agarbatti cover and put it in the bin. It's not good. So we should not put pictures of the Lord in the agarbatti. If it printed like that and it goes in the streets, that's actually happens. So the Lord, He can manifest in any form, the photograph form, in the actual form. And even though we see, apparently we see that Lord is getting dusty, people there need to, the dust settles on the Lord's body. The Lord's body is called Divya Mangala Vigraha. It is very transcendental, it's very holy. The form itself is purified in nature. We meditate on the Lord, we get our hearts purified, mind purified. You can do a practical test. You can do a practical test, but let you know by the time you finish this discussion, you meditate that I want to have a guru. It's mandatory, so to speak. It is out of love we want to have that guru, a guide, a mentor. Even atheists, those who don't come to the temple, they also have gurus. When an atheist decided to that he needs to have a guru, theists, those religious people, they should also think about that. Yes, I need to guidance in my life. I need a mentor. So many people are talking about the rules and regulations called Vriddhi Pratna. Yeah? So many rules are being talked about. How am I to follow this? Yeah? It looks impractical to me. You know why it is looking impractical? All the regulations, these devotees and all of us chant 16 rounds. 16 rounds every day is 2 hours per day. And then following all the rules, making sure that the ingredients are not mixed up and things like that is a tedious task. You know why we feel difficult? Why do we feel difficult? Because all of these items mentioned in Krishna consciousness is for those people who want to get rid of this material world and go to spiritual world in this very lifetime. If you decided that yes, I want to finish off this life, I don't want to have the baggage of all the problems in this life. Let me go to the abode where there is no anxiety. It's called kunta is anxiety. White kunta is that without anxiety. So we should make a sankalpa, an affirmative statement, solemn statement that we are going to solve it in this lifetime, with whatever lifetime I'm left with. Because we don't know how long we're going to live. Yeah? We should make the goal. So those devotees who these brahmacharis and acharyas, they have made a resolute statement that I'm going to be like this. So you can even say that it is his purva janma phalan. In his previous life he has done something, that's why he is a sannyasi today. Yeah? But unless and otherwise we find ourselves a guru and surrender to him and lead a sacred life, it is not possible for us to get out of this cycle. We are in a cycle of, we are in an illusory cycle of repeated birth and death, which we don't see, but that's what is happening really. See? So for all of us, we should make a resolve that we're going to do it in this lifetime. Yeah? And then, so let's come back to the verse which we're talking about, the Padma Puran verse. Arche Vishnu Shiradir, Gurushu Naramatir, Vaishnave Jati Buddhi. So we see now he is a servant of Vishnu, but he is coming from this Varna. This is the person I know, this Jati is lower Jati than me, or this person is coming in lower Jati, or he is born in an English family, or in this family, that family. That does not apply to Vaishnava, who is surrendered to the Lord Spirit of Vishnu. That Jati Buddhi should not be there. One who has that buddhi goes to Naraka. Actually, the 6 items mentioned, let's discuss that. Yeah? The water which is washed the lotus feet of the Lord or the Guru is also sacred. It does one beautiful thing. It takes us away from the quarrel and hypocrisy present in this world. We will be free from Alpa Aish. Alpa Aish is that short life. You know, Kalavasmin Yuge Jana, Manda Sumanda Matayo, Manda Bhagi Upadrita. So those are Manda Buddhi. Manda Buddhi is, very not sharp or intelligent. It is dull Buddhi. Those who have dull Buddhi and Manda Bhagya, you scratch a lotto, you'll not win the $1 million. How many ever times you tried? It's Manda Bhagya. If the Bhagya is so high, whatever you desire, it will come true. Yeah? For all of us, what is mentioned is that Sri Vishnurva Vaishnavanam va Kalimala Matane Pada Tirthe Ambu Buddhi. Ambu is water. Yeah? So whether it's Vishnu or Vaishnavana, Pada Tirtha. You get an opportunity when Guru comes, people do Pada Abhishekam. For every day we have the Tirtha which is available, which is washed the Lord's feet, the Lord. All of these items does the glorious thing of taking away from the Kalmasha of Kali. Kali Kalmasha Nashana. The bad things which are present in this Kali Yuga. Intoxication, illicit sex, meat eating and gambling, you would stay away from that. Yeah? And at the same time, the Shabda, the Shabda of the Lord, the holy name of the Lord is also purifying. Only thinks that this sound vibration is as good as any other normal sound vibration. That person also goes to Naraka. And finally he told one last beautiful thing. Yeah? Sri Vishnu Sarveshware Taditara Samadhi Yasyava Naraki Sa. He says that Vishnu is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Anyone who thinks that Paradevata is also equivalent to Vishnu, that person also goes to Naraka. He says. So there are 6 items which we discussed now. Yeah? Considering the Lord to be made up of a particular material element, or considering Guru to be a normal person, considering the water which has washed the lotus feet of Guru to be a normal water, considering the sound vibration of Mahamantra to be a normal sound like any other sound, any other music, or to consider Vishnu to be equal to any other Paradevata, other Devatas, it's considered to be, that person goes to Naraka. You see, Guru does one beautiful thing. He helps you to go to the spiritual world. He gives you the license, the visa to go to the spiritual world. The disciple does another thing. He creates a spiritual world for the Guru. He creates the spiritual world for the Guru in this material world itself. The disciple helps the Guru to take care of the body, he helps the transport. He does everything. Even before Guru says, like, give me water, the disciple has understood that Guru has not taken water for the last 2 hours. Something like that. He makes sure that Guru is not put into a saudharya, not into a physical discomfort. So, disciple makes sure that the Guru's spiritual world is guaranteed in the material world. Guru makes sure that the disciple's spiritual world is guaranteed in the spiritual world. You see? And Bhagavan makes sure that the disciple who is nicely serving the Guru is given all credit so that he lives a happy life. His spiritual world is in material world. You got this combination. But you can ask me one question. Who takes care of Guru's spiritual world? His Guru will take care. Very nice, we picked it up. Yeah? You see that Guru Sishya Parampara is there. It is taking care of everyone. It takes care of the Guru, it takes care of the disciple, and all are well and nicely taken care. Yeah? Guru's position is not a normal position. Yeah? Anyone who has a good faith on the Guru, the implicit knowledge of the Vedic knowledge is nicely revealed to that person. Otherwise, it's kept behind the books. It doesn't come to us. Even if we study it on our own, any material subject we can study on our own. Whereas when it comes to the spiritual subject matter, Guru's Ucharana and Sishya's Anucharana is there. Shravana, Kirtana. You listen and repeat. Yeah? All the Vedic mantras are repeated twice. The Guru chants it and then you repeat it twice. Yeah? So that's how the message is learned. We'll see some of the Sishya's qualities. How is Sishya should be? Yeah? You have Shastra Vishwasa. This is our biggest problem. We think that the Shastra is concocted. Somebody has written it for a particular person to deceive someone. It's not like that. There is no royalty given to Veda Vyasa. They have given it for the lokakshema, for the welfare of everyone. Yeah? Guru has all the Ashtasiddhis present within him. You know, he can become bigger than the biggest, smaller than the smallest. He can get whatever he wants from anywhere. But he does all of them for the welfare of the Varnashrama himself. Ashtasiddhi must be there. Yeah? All the Vedic imports, Yasadeve, Parabhakti, Yatadeve, Tata Guru, Tasyai Kaditayante, Prakashante Mahatma. All the Vedic imports are given. One who has staunch submission on the Lord's feet of the Guru. Yasadeve, Parabhakti, Yatadeve, Tata Guru. Yeah? Once the Guru is pleased, Bhagavan is automatically pleased. Yeah? That's what we all work for. We all can work for one thing. We all can work for being loyal and truthful to one person in your life. We can start. Choose anyone in your life and be completely loyal and faithful. Reveal your mind. Yeah? Take guidance. You know that, right? In your association, you know that there is one person whom I feel that I can trust him. I can really serve him nicely, and he corrects me whenever I do wrong. Yeah. See, this is a nice opportunity for us. Guru has two eyes. Yeah. Both the eyes are anugraha. Whereas Lord, he keeps track of one eye in our karma. Correct or not? Who is maintaining our karma? Our punya karma and pap karma. Somebody is maintaining, right? That's how it's coming out. So it's all happening under the instruction of the Lord. Lord's both the eyes are, there is an anugraha definitely happening. With another eye of making sure that you are exercising your karma. That's what happened when Lord went to Duryodhana's palace. When Lord went as a messenger to Duryodhana's palace, Krishna went as a messenger in Mahabharata before the war, as a messenger. See, this is a Viparita Lakshana. Normally what happens, a guru sits on the higher throne and the disciple sits below. Whereas in the chariot, which is drawn by Krishna, Krishna was the Sarathi. Rathi was Arjuna. Rathi was sitting on top and Krishna at the bottom. And the discourse was happening, and Krishna as Acharya was sitting in the lower place and Arjuna was sitting in the higher place. This happens only with Krishna, but not anywhere else. Think about it. It should be the other way around, right? Whoever is receiving the message is in the bottom, and whoever is giving the message is on the top. Normally that's the position. He's taking the position of that. He's sitting on the Vyasa and he's giving the message of Vyasa and the previous Acharyas. Yeah? It was the other way around. Guru's parva, the eyesight, is always for the welfare of the disciples. Yeah? He never distinguishes between caste, creed, color, or any other distinction is not shown. Yeah? Even if there are 125 crore people taking initiation, the Guru should be able to give initiation. This is true or not? Even if there are 625 crore people coming, you should be able to give initiation. It is said that Mount Meru is all gold. If you take some gold out of Meru, still it will be full of gold. It's like that. Guru is a full representation of God. He should be able to take care of 625 crore people. See? God's eyes, one guy is Anugrah, another is Nigrah. You make sure, see, you have to go in front of the Guru. Do service to him. Get yourself closer. This is that Tattviti Pranipatena, Pariprashnena Sevaya, Upadekshanti Te Jnanam Jnanaha Tattvadarshinaha. Yeah? It is that Patana is to fall down. Pranipatana is to fall down completely, like a Dhanda. Dhanda Samatma. Dhanda just falls down without hesitation. Then in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna talked about his avatara rahasya jnana. He talked about who he is. When he comes down to this earth. Yeah? He talks about what is karma, what is akarma, what is vikarma. How difficult it is to understand the types of karma. Yeah? You have to consider, karmani, akarmani, pashe, akarmani cha karmanaha. Sa buddhiman manusheshu, sa yuktaha sukhi naraha. One who sees karma, akarma, akarma, vikarma, that person is the learned person. He is the happiest person. We have to understand what is karma, what is akarma. See how difficult it's making it. And it talked about 10 different types of sacrifices. Breath control. Breath control, if you do pranayama, it is sacrifice. You do mind control, it is sacrifice. Yeah? You do some brahmacharis fully restrict the usage of ears, not for anything else than Krishna, they don't use the ears for. You talk any subject matter, they'll walk away. Yeah? There's one level of control. Another is regulation. Okay, tell me, I'll see how good and useful it is in Krishna consciousness. That's another level of restriction, householders and brahmacharis. After talking all of this, how to go to Tirtha Yatra, going worshipping, how to travel and worship demigods, worshipping Brahman, absolute truth in impersonal form. All these things Krishna discussed. Finally he said that if you have some problem in all these concepts, then go and find the Guru. Tad vidhi pranipadena pariprashnena sevaya. Do service to him. See, the Sushrusha is doing service to the body. Yeah? Kayaka Sushrusha, through the body. Manasik also you can do. Now all of us can meditate that I am donating 100 crore rupees to Krishna. That is actually a service you have done. Yeah, I give all my wealth to Krishna. I give all my wealth to Gurus. I am donating 1 lakh crores cows to Brahmanas. If you meditate like that, you get Sukriti for it. Do you know that? See, actually, a disciple is saying that he cannot repay the service which he has got from the Guru. Guru is doing lots of corrections and bringing him back to Dharmic way. He cannot never repay. The only way he can repay, how it is? Just to meditate on the form of the Guru. Just on meditation. Kritagnyata, gratefulness, being grateful, and then Acharya Bhapusmarana. Just to meditate on the Acharya. It is said that Acharya Sammartam Vina Bhagavad Labha is Durlabha. Without coming in association with Acharya, Bhagavad Labha, getting the mercy of the Lord is rare. Yeah. I want to narrate the story of Ramanuja and his travel to Tirukoti with Nambi. He took the message of Narayana, Srimad Narayana, the Dvayam Sharma Slokam, like that, all the message which is given to know about God, how to chant the mantra and all this message. Ramanuja, Swami Ramanuja coming in the Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. His birth anniversary is coming up in May 1st. Actually, Devata Maharaj is going to Sri Perumbudur in Chennai. He is going to spend 1 day in the temple of Ramanuja. It's been 1,000 years old. This story is 1,000 years old. Ramanuja was 65 years old. He was already Yati Sarvabhauma Sannyasi. Yeah? He is in Saffron. He is walking 200 kilometers from his place to the Guru's place. See how much of Shraddha these people had. 200 kilometers to go and find a Guru to take Upadesha from him. Brahma Upadesha. 200 kilometers every day he goes. Not every day. He went 18 times. He went 18 times to get the message. You know what his Guru said? You don't have yogyata. You are not qualified. Go and get qualification, come back and see me. Think about it. He went back. So many times he went, knocked the doors and came back. And all the village people who were there on the way, they said that you are sannyasi, you are so strict and disciplinarian. And your Guru is disregarding you. What is the state of us? I think we should stop this business altogether. I don't think we can make it up. Yeah? So, at that time, Ramanuja promised that when I get this message, I'll give back to you. I'll bring this message to you. Ramanuja walked 18 times. 18 times 200 kilometers, back 200 kilometers for so many months ago. Yeah? And finally, one day, Guru said that I'm going to give this message. This is the mantra of the Lord. See, this mantra, the Hare Krishna mantra which we have. Because it is coming to us so easily, we have lost the Shraddha. If you have worked hard for it, you will get easily. Yeah? We got that so easily. And if you oh yeah, I am so fallen, I am getting this message, this mantra is going to uplift me, take me back to God. How is it possible? You know? This inequality is making us think that, oh, this mantra is a normal sound like this, like any other mantra. But that's not the case. It's so pure and sublime. The person who's giving it is giving it out of his causeless mercy. We don't have qualification, he is giving it. Yeah? So when Tirukoti Nambi, the Acharya of Ramanuja, when he gave the mantra, he said that if you tell this mantra to anybody else, you will go to Naraka. So that opened up the loop. So he gave a loophole that this message can be portrayed to someone else. Only problem is, he didn't say that don't tell it to anybody. He said, if you tell it to someone, you go to Naraka. So what he meant is that if you tell it to unqualified people, you may go to Naraka. Yeah. So the problem is, me going to Naraka is one person suffering. All of us can go to Vaikuntha. So chanting the mantra of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, we all can go to Goloka, go to the abode of the Lord. Yeah. So that is the potency which is present in the mantra. Mantra is given by the Guru. So we have been talking about Acharya Vaibhava, and mantra is given by the Guru. We can consider Guru to be the mantra itself. Yeah. And the goal which we are going to attain is the abode of the Lord. That also we can consider to be the Guru itself. So he is a medium. We are like the barren land which is not cultivated for so many years. It's been without water for 100 years. Yeah? He is giving the mercy of the Lord as a rain coming in. Yeah? When the rain comes in, it nourishes the land. Only thing, the land has to also have the characteristics of retaining the water. If the rain falls on a barren land, it is a completely barren rock. It's no use. Yeah? The seed is not proper. The seed is not going to grow. Yeah? So we come friends. So all of us can just wait and
Where are you coming from?
Nepal. I'm so delighted to see all of you. Krishna sent you all the way from Nepal. Janakpuri, birthplace of Sita. Who is from Janakpuri? You are from Janakpuri.
जनकपुर का सीता
Yes.
नाम ही सीता है राम नहीं आया सीता है
Yeah. So we are discussing the glories of our Acharya. What is the need for a Guru? Yeah. What are the characteristics? What we should do? When we see a Guru, what we should do? We pay obeisances to him. We pay obeisances like a dhanda. and we ask questions from him. When we ask questions, ask in a submissive mood. Submissive mood from the side, not from the front. When we see ask questions from the front, what happens? We think that we have samya, we are similar. Behind it causes difficulty for Guru. So the best place to ask questions from a Guru is on the side. Yeah? And the questions also must be asked at the right time, right circumstance, right kind of question. Yeah? A question is asked about what is conducted here, how I can develop myself. Yeah? Very useful, valid questions. A question is asked now, one person and benefits all. Ask one question in a very terse, simplistic way. And the answer which is obtained from the Guru will be in a way that it benefits all. That's how the Bhagavatam questions are asked and answered. If you see, read Bhagavatam, you know. What is one thing which is beneficial to all of us? The various questions like that. There's a questions in the Sahasranama between Yudhishthira is asking a question to Bhishma. Kili ekam devatam loke. Who is that one personality mentioned in Vedas or in the world whom we should do surrender? Kimekam devatam loke kimva ekam parayanam. Is that one person on which we have to sing song? Yeah, glorify. Kimekam devatam loke kimva ekam parayanam. Kim archantaha. Who is the person on which we should do archana? The archan, you know, right? Who is the person who should do archana? Suman Tattvam, on which we sing Stotra, the Govind Stotra, so many Vaishnava songs here. All of us can sing one song every day. And final question is a very important question for all Krishna conscious devotees. Kim Japan Muchade Jantuhu Janma Samsara Bandhanat. By chanting who Japa is specifically mentioned in that, by which one can come out of Janma Samsara Bandhan. And Bhishma said that Jagat Prabhu Deva Devam Anantam Purushottamam. He said he is Vishnu. Jagat Prabhu Deva Deva Ananta Purushottamam. So we have 5 types of Purusha. One is Apurusha, is Achit Tattva, static, non-living, non-sentient. Purusha, we are all Purusha. Utpurusha, people like Prabhupada, Madhavacharya, and all the acharyas in ISKCON, those who have developed and pushed themselves up to category of acharya, who are maintaining the wealth of the sampradaya. They are called Utpurusha. Utthar Purusha is already those people who are liberated and in the spiritual world. Yeah? Like Vishwakshera, Garuda, Adisesha, and various others who have got liberated and been there. And Uttama Purusha is Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God. Yeah? People like Prabhupada, they have developed and got the Shakti Avesha of the Lord. Bhagavan has gave the Shakti to go and construct 108 temples across the world. 108 temples. Constructing one temple is a struggle. In one country, in one constituency is a struggle. One council is a struggle. Maybe you can construct in Blacktown council, not in the Campbelltown, something like that. Think about across the world. So there's lots of Shakti Bhagavan has already given to Prabhupada, and he is giving us the mercy freely to us. We all make use of the opportunity. Yeah? So when you see the Guru, we take obeisances to him. When we do obeisances, we do the Shashtanga Pranam. What is Shashtanga Pranam? 8 angas, yeah? Ashtanga Pranam. What are the 8 angas we have? Leg, hands and head is 5. 2 legs, 2 hands and 1 head is 5. Another 3 is subtle. It is Manas, Buddhi and Ahankar. All the three subtle items should also be surrendered to the Guru when we do the pranam. Yeah? What happens to our mind when we do, when our mind, what happens to the mind? Whatever we do, what our mind tells us, it tells us that you have something useful elsewhere. Mind gives all the negativities to us. It gives a vikalpa. It compares A and B and gives you A is better. Go to A. Every time. Yeah? It tells you that, oh, you have got so many other important things to do. Why are you here? So maybe you should finish this quickly and then go and do that job. And then you go there and then it tells you that there's another job for you to do, go and do it. Yeah? And then the buddhi, intelligence tells us that what is a labha out of this? What is the net gain? Every time you do these things, it talks about the gain factor. Even with spiritual life, it looks at gains. Material life obviously is just termed on money. Yeah? It asks for gain and gain and gain. What is the gain here? If I do conversation here, what is the gain? If I don't do this, what is the gain? That kind of gain aspect should not be there when you do pranam group. Yeah? And the ahankara, the false ego tells us that I am the vice president of Toyota Corporation North America. There are 30,000 people working below me. Why am I to go and surrender to this? I'm on my own. This person does not have bank balance. This person does not have a house address. I have everything. I should not surrender. No? So the manas, ahankara and buddhi all should be clear, tuned for the service of the Guru. So it happens at the physical level, where we do the physical service. It happens at the mental level as well. When the mental level is fixed up, physical level falls in place. Yeah? So we will quickly recap whatever we discussed now, summarize, and then I'll leave some time for questions. Yeah? So Guru is a Sakshat Hari, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo, Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Shri Guruve Namaha. Yeah? We pay obeisance to Guru as good as Lord, because he is representation of the Lord. Yeah? Guru's body is not like any other body, any other normal body which we have. It is also as good as good and beautifying as Lord. We call it as Divya Mangala Vigraha. Yeah? Guru is not a normal person. Whenever anyone who considers Guru, the mantra, and the Lord's body, and the Padatirtha of the Guru to be a normal like any other normal water, but that such a person goes to where? Naraka. Yeah? So we all have Vishwasana and the Shastra. Shastra has given us. Actually, Krishna said that Shruti Smriti Mamai Agnya. Agnya Chedi Mama Drohi Guru Drohi. You know, all this Shruti and Smriti which we have taught is all Guru Krishna's words. Yeah? All the bhakti is done in accordance with Shruti and Smriti. All the puja done here, all the abhishek done here, it's done according to the Shruti. All the Vedic references. Anyone who changes it, alters it, or gives it out, or just leaves it, Krishna says that he is my Drohi, he is Guru Drohi. Think about it. Krishna uses strong words here. So we have Mahavishwasana the Acharya. Complete faith. Yeah? We should do all those things which are favorable to Krishna consciousness. Yeah? And give up items which are not favorable. And we have Mahavishwasana. And have lots of humility. And be in a humble state. Yeah? So I'll tell you 4 quick things which all of you can do, which you have to practice so that you can find a Guru in your life. So we saw that Guru is indispensable. Correct or not? First thing is that you go and pray to the Lord. Pray to the Paramatma within you. Pray to Krishna, saying that Krishna, I want to finish off the struggles in my life. So you're going to be a mumukshu, one who is interested in liberation. So only those who are mumukshus, they will be able to release the spiritual subject matter. Otherwise, you can just postpone things. You can do it later. What is a hurry? Yeah, I don't have to do this. I have so many other things to do. So this kind of mindset will come only when we are not interested in finishing off the material work this lifetime. Yeah, we just leave it and then we just take another hundreds of lifetimes. Yeah, first thing is to go and pray to Krishna, Paramatma, and ask for a guidance. I want to improve myself from my position. Please guide me. Send me a Guru who can give me the knowledge. Yeah. Ajnana Timiran Dashya, Jnananjana Shalakaya. So that right, Chakshur Militamena, Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. So if you obeisances, take off the Ajnana from me, dispeller of darkness. Opening the eyes and giving the touch of knowledge. It gives the knowledge. You can do that one, first thing. Yeah. Second is to read books which are written by acharyas. Prabhupada has written so many books. So many CDs, lectures, videos, so much of media items are available. Available in ISKCONDesiratory.com. You can go there and get all of these materials. Read them through. Yeah, you will get a feeling of somebody is talking with you. I have some relationship with this person. It is very inspiring. Yeah, you will have that feeling. You will get so many of your doubts clarified. Actually, doubts which comes is out of ashraddha. This lack of faith. So you're wearing the shirt, you're putting the button on. You don't have a doubt whether the button is fixed or not. Whatever knowledge you have with the button and this button hole, you're clear in it. You're not even think about it. Everybody won a shirt this morning, you're not even thinking about it. Because you have complete faith in what you're doing. There's no questions here. But a 3-year-old will say, to this morning I won my shirt myself, lace myself. Because you're realizing it on that day, and they're talking about it. They may have questions, how am I to tie this lace? How am I to put this button? You know, I'm removing my shirt, the button is still on. Mama, can you help me? The button is still on. You know, Ashraddha gives you questions. Actually, in Vedas, it is said that there are some portions where you are not supposed to ask questions. If you are asking questions, it tells you what is the prayajita for asking the question. Some questions you are not supposed to ask questions, but it tells you why you are not supposed to ask questions. If at all it is telling that you are not supposed to ask this question, it tells you why you should not ask. You know. So the message given to us is complete in nature. So read the books, read them, listen to the lectures, you'll get some inspiration, you'll get direction in life, you'll get your answers, questions answered. Yeah? Third thing is, there are so many acharyas visiting our temple. So many times, retreats are conducted. Today also a grand retreat is happening. Yeah? So many opportunities there to serve the Guru Maharaj. Physical service, to financial, so whatever service you can do, offer, you can do that. That's third way of doing it. Fourth way is to find someone whom you are getting inspired by. You'll find a friend of yours who is a devotee in Krishna consciousness. He's very much inspiring you. Ask him who is his guru? Who is he? From where are you getting all this strength? And he will tell you, he is my guru. Then you can try to serve him. You see, we talked about 4 ways by which we can do this. See, this guru-shishya relationship is eternal. Eternal in the material world. Eternal in the spiritual world. In spiritual world, Bhagavan is the center of attraction. That's for sure. He helps you to serve Bhagavan even in spiritual world. Yeah. So we saw the Vaibhav of Guru. These 4 things which we are all trying to do from today on. Yeah. How many of you are going to do this one? These items which we discussed. One. All of us. Yeah. So it will be very inspiring if you do this. So we'll stop here in 2, 3.